Have you ever looked into someone's eyes and felt an unsettling chill run down your spine? Like for a brief moment, you weren't looking at a person, but something else? What if I told you that this isn't just your imagination? That countless survivors of narcissistic abuse have reported seeing something eerie, something almost demonic. And what's even more disturbing, psychology may have just found a way to label you as the problem for noticing it. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal may change the way you see narcissism forever. Section 1. Understanding narcissism. Narcissism isn't just about vanity or arrogance. It's a personality disorder that revolves around 3 core traits: an exaggerated sense of self-importance, a desperate need for admiration, and an eerie lack of empathy. But did you know that narcissism isn't just one thing? It comes in different forms, some more dangerous than others. There's the classic overt narcissist, the one who craves attention and admiration, loud and proud. Then there's the covert narcissist, the one who plays the victim, manipulating others with subtlety and guilt. And then, the most sinister of all, the malignant narcissist. These individuals don't just lack empathy, they actively enjoy causing pain. But where does this disorder come from? Is it genetic? Is it a result of childhood trauma? Or is it something deeper? Section 2. Narcissism and the Shadow Self. Carl Jung introduced the concept of the shadow self, the part of us that holds our darkest desires, suppressed emotions, and hidden rage. Most of us confront and integrate our shadow self over time. But what if a person refuses to? What if they suppress it so much that it consumes them entirely, taking over their identity? This is where narcissism takes root, not just as a disorder, but as a complete rejection of one's humanity. The result? A person who wears a mask of charm but hides an abyss of manipulation, deceit, and destruction underneath. Section 3. Demonic archetypes and narcissism. Across cultures and centuries, demons have always been described with similar traits: deceitful, manipulative, prideful, and lacking empathy. Sounds familiar? Many survivors of narcissistic abuse report seeing a chilling transformation in their abuser: darkened eyes, distorted facial expressions, an overwhelming sense of malevolence. But instead of exploring this phenomenon, modern psychology has dismissed it under a clinical term: demon face syndrome. What does this mean? It means that if you ever looked into a narcissist's eyes and saw something inhuman staring back at you, you wouldn't be validated. Instead, you'd be labeled as the one with the disorder. Is this a simple case of science misunderstanding reality, or is there a deeper agenda at play? Section 4. The psychology of demonic behavior. Let's strip away the mysticism for a moment. If we look at narcissistic behavior through a psychological lens, what do we see? Projection, blaming you for what they do. Gaslighting, convincing you that reality is not what it seems. Manipulation, controlling your emotions to feed their own ego. These behaviors are eerily similar to the classic tricks of demonic entities in folklore. Not because narcissists are literally possessed, but because they embody the same dark patterns of deception and control. And this raises the biggest question of all. If someone repeatedly chooses cruelty, deceit, and destruction over love, truth, and compassion, do they eventually become something beyond human? Section 5. Finding balance and protection. Now, before you get lost in the fear of it all, here's the good news. You are not powerless. Understanding narcissism is the first step in breaking free. Recognizing the signs early allows you to protect your energy, set firm boundaries, and walk away before they sink their claws into your mind and soul. Self-reflection is key. We all have a shadow self, but acknowledging it, healing it, and choosing empathy over manipulation is what separates us from them. And now that you know the truth about narcissists, There's one more question you need to ask yourself. Is your mother a narcissist? Because if she is, your entire reality may have been shaped by a lie. Click on the next video to find out the hidden signs of a narcissistic mother before it's too late.